Hey guys, welcome. Welcome back to my living room. How we doing tonight? How we doing tonight? It's Saturday night where I'm at, and I have a couple messages for you guys that I wanted to deliver, and I want to do this a little bit differently tonight. Okay. Um, I want to start off with. By the way, this is a general reading for the collective. All right. So we have the Cobra here. Now, I'm believing that this is your energy currently, okay? Now remember, your energy is constantly changing, okay? You're not always going to have the same vibe every day. Now, I pulled from a different deck today. It's the Animal Spirit deck, okay? Now, what the Cobra represents is this is a time in your life for you guys where you are connecting with people who resonate with you and you're learning from them. You're following teachings and you're making them your own. You might be at a level where you are beginning to connect with your spirit guides, your spirit friends and family, as I like to call them. That's what I call mine. I do believe everybody has different names for them, but I do believe that you guys have some sort of gift. It doesn't have to be the same as everyone else's. There's many different gifts that you could have. Okay, for example, some people feel things. Some people smell things. Some people taste things. Some people have visions. Some people are telepathic. Some people can read minds. Honestly, the options are infinite. You can be gifted in so many different ways. And I believe that we all have unique gifts. Okay? Now, this is a time for you guys to learn from those gifts that you are being given. You guys are receiving these strengths and these psychic gifts for a reason. You guys earned them. You guys have battled your entire life through spiritual attacks, psychic attacks. You've had people in your own family against you. You've had a lot of those people in your life where you're just beginning to find out that it's like, how do I call this? So, there's like different types of narcissists I've been finding out here, okay? And I'm not a doctor, obviously. I didn't go to school for psychology. This is all from my own experience, so take it with a grain of salt. Go within to find your own answers, but this is what I have found recently is that there's like different categories of narcissists, and I believe that you guys grew up with this certain category where I like to call them empathic narcissists, where they really do fool you, and they do appear to be empathetic. They can blend in easily with others. They might have a lot of friends. You really always believed that you should sympathize for them. They're very good at making themselves the victim. But to be honest with you, they've lied about their entire life. They've lied about their entire story. They might have even lied about people in their family dying and shit like that, just to make up this false narrative so that you're always going to feel bad for them, so that you're always going to feel like you owe them something. And this is a form of control, okay? So what I'm sensing here is, not to go too far into this because I could talk about this all day, but for you guys, I'm sensing that you grew up with a lot of these, I like to call them empathic narcissists. They're fake empaths. They mirror your empathy, okay? That's what they do. They see how you react. They are experts at mirroring you. They watch what you do to a T. They know exactly what upsets you. They're constantly peering around the corners, acting like they're on their phone, but in all honesty, like, you'll be like going in the kitchen to go grab a snack or something, and they're like tiptoeing around, like trying to hear you, trying to like watch your behaviors. It's fucking weird, you guys. They're studying you is what they do. They study you. Okay? Now, yeah, I'm sensing that everybody in your household was like this, whether you know it or not, and some are just better at hiding it than others, and I could be wrong. It could just be, maybe it's just you're learning this about friends, people at work, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. It doesn't have to be your family, but I'm sensing for you guys it is, because I have come to believe that everybody who has psychic gifts, their path is harder for a reason. They are made to believe, that they don't have powers for a reason. The thing is, everybody in their family that raised you guys, or everybody that raised you guys, okay? They always knew that you guys were gifted deep down. But they didn't want you to know that. For their own benefit. Just think about that for a second, okay? Now, yeah, they really brainwashed you guys for your entire life. Let's move on here, though. So, I also have the buffalo for you guys. Now, what the buffalo represents is, the buffalo is grounded but also magnetic. Okay? The buffalo has this sense of calmness. But at the same time, they're able to hide the fire within. So I guess how I can make this make more sense is, you guys are learning how to use certain situations in your life to your advantage. Instead of feeling like the victim and feeling like, poor me, I can't believe these people are treating me like this, you're learning how to teach these people lessons without letting these people drain your energy. Now, for example, I'm going to give you an example that happened to me the other day. And like I said, some people don't like to share about their lives, but I do like to share certain situations if it's going to help people, okay? So, for instance, I was at the nail salon today, and I had a 1 o'clock appointment, okay? I go into the nail salon, I hold the door open for this cute little girl. I don't know how old she was, maybe like, I don't know, probably like 5 years younger than me. She looked really pretty, cute. I assumed she was a good person. I hold the door open. So I knew something was off when she walks up to the counter before me, when clearly she knew that I had an appointment. So I knew something was off. She goes up to the counter. She says, "Hi, I'm here for a 1 o'clock appointment." And I sensed something really off. Okay? So, come to find out, she ended up stealing my appointment. She pretended like she had a 1 o'clock appointment. She was just trying to test me to see what she could get away with. Okay, hear me out here. You gotta hear the end of the story. Okay? So come to find out, it's funny because she got her karma instantly. Okay? The nail lady sits us down side by side. She assumes that we're together. Okay? She starts working on this girl that stole my appointment. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm sitting there for like 15 minutes, and that's when it hit me. I was like, you know what? I think this girl just stole my appointment, and she made it seem like she had an appointment, but she didn't. She was trying to steal my appointment the whole time. Okay? So I go up to the counter, and I say it loudly enough, but in a gentle way. So this is where I'm getting at here, okay? Instead of causing a scene when this kind of stuff happens, it's important to be the buffalo in this situation, okay? Stay calm, cool, collected, okay? You're gonna get justice for the situation, but you can't explode like how this girl would have. This is how this girl would have reacted. This is how she wanted me to act. This is how these narcissists want you to act. She assumed that I was going to explode on her, or I just wasn't even going to notice that she stole my appointment whatsoever. Because these types of people are used to getting away with things like this. Okay? She didn't know that I was onto her. Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you guys is, whenever you sense a bad vibe about somebody ever, trust that feeling. Because they're usually trying to do something sneaky to you if you sense a bad vibe. Because at first I almost was like, this is where I'm getting at. These are those empathetic narcissists, okay? I almost gave her the benefit of the doubt. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna, maybe she's in a rush. Maybe she had to go before me, whatever. But then I sat there and thought about it. And as I was sitting next to her, I was like, I felt her energy. And I felt a very uncomfortable feeling around her. And that's how you know. So let me finish the story. I go up to the counter, and I'm like, hey, I just want to let you know, I didn't get a chance to check in. You guys just sat me down with this girl over here. They're like, is it this girl that's sitting right here? I was like, yeah. And she assumed that we were together. I was like, no, we're not together. Just so you know, I was the one that called for the appointment at 1 o'clock. And she was like, she believed me right away. She was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? I was like, yes, I'm the one that had the appointment at 1 o'clock. This girl over here, I suspect that she stole my appointment. And she believed me right away. So we walk by. She brings me to my own table. And it's funny because these types of people, they don't expect you to speak up for yourself. They don't expect you to handle it in a mature way, okay? And this is how you have power over these narcissists, okay? You don't give them an ounce of your energy whatsoever. You just do what's right, okay? You tell people the honest truth of what happened without freaking out. Energy never lies, okay? You honestly go and tell the lady at the front desk, you tell her what happened, okay? As long as you have calm energy, people are going to believe you. And they're not going to want someone in their salon that steals people's appointments anyways, because it's bad for their business. Long story short, I didn't even have to share this with you guys, but I wanted to share this with you guys because it's a perfect example on how some of these female narcissists, and they're not always female, but the narcissists that, I would say, the ones that they're more experienced narcissists, I'll say. And these are the types of people that you guys grew up with. They lived their entire life on literally tricking people. But the thing is, once you become someone that can see right through them, and when you're onto them, they lose their power. And I could tell this is the best kind. And people that are empathetic, like you guys, you don't need revenge, okay? But the best types of revenge on these narcissistic people is no revenge. It's honesty. It's truth. That way, they can't feed off of your energy. They can't take anything from you. Okay? What am I getting at here? There's so much to say. And you'll know that it worked because they won't say a damn word to you. They won't get mad. They won't try to cause a scene. They just know that whatever they tried to get away with didn't work. And that, my friend, is your only way to beat a narcissist. You don't give them an ounce of your attention. Be the buffalo. This is you guys. You're the buffalo. You see things for what it is. You see life as a precious gift. Okay? You want to do what's right, but you're not going to lose yourself in the process of having to prove yourself. You guys don't feel the need to prove yourselves at all. People that feel the need to prove themselves, they've forgotten their light that they have within. Because if you truly loved yourself, you don't need to get revenge against people. You just do what's right. Doing what's right is telling the owner at the nail salon what happened. Instead of causing a fight with the girl that did this to you, you just tell the people what happened. I think if you do it that way, everybody feels better at the end of the day. The buffalo sees life as a precious gift. They see every single experience as something to learn from. Let's say somebody cuts you off, or somebody is tailgating you, for example. Okay? It has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them, but they want a reaction out of you. They're expecting a reaction out of you because that's how they're wired. Okay? So, look at it this way. The person that's tailgating you in the morning, they're just pissed off that they have to work a 9 to 5. They're just pissed off that they're still stuck in the system. That's why they're on your ass. That's why they're mad that you're driving the speed limit. You might not even be driving the speed limit. You're probably driving over the speed limit, but these people need to fly down the fucking road and tailgate your ass because they're so pissed off because they're so unhappy in life. Once you become the buffalo, you start to see that these people just hate their lives. They hate themselves. And so once you start to have self-love, you start to see things differently, and you start to become the teacher in life, if that makes sense. And there's some people that aren't even narcissists. Like, to be honest, like, I was thinking about this today. I don't know for sure. Like, it's hard to tell if someone is a narcissist sometimes, or if it's just an empath who's in their shadow. Because empaths who are in their shadow, they have narcissistic traits, but they're not a full-blown narcissist. So, empaths, there's like different categories that I've noticed. There's like 2 different kinds of narcissists. There are like the outward narcissists. They're very easy to detect. And there's the inward narcissists. They're the ones that seem more empathetic. The outward narcissists are more likely to go to prison. They're more likely to cause a scene. They're more likely to fight, etc. Okay, now there's 2 different kinds of empaths. There is the shadow empath, and there's the healed empath. Okay, so if you act like the buffalo around the shadow empaths are most likely what you once were. So anybody who becomes a healed empath, they were once a shadow empath. So what that is shadow empaths, it's basically the dark traits of the empath. So you might have lied about things. You might have done things that weren't the best. And I admit I've done that in the past too. But the difference between a shadow empath and a narcissist is shadow empaths have empathy. So if they lie, if they try to do something for revenge, first of all, if they ever do revenge, if they ever need to have revenge, they only ever try to take revenge if they're hurt by you. That's the difference. Also, shadow empaths... I just lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah. Shadow empaths are not malicious. They don't have malicious intent. That's the difference between an actual narcissist and an empath who's in their shadow. Empaths who are in their shadow, anytime that they act out, they feel bad about it, and it festers with them. It drives them nuts, like they want to make amends. And I could go on and on about this forever. I really could. I really could, but let's just keep going. You know, I feel like I also want to share some more messages with you guys for today, because I really, I have another important message for you. All right. So, you guys are in a place where you are learning how to balance your shadow side, okay, with your healed side. You guys are empaths. I will say that right now. You guys are empaths, and this is why this video found you. You guys are becoming a healed empath. We're always going to be healing though. No one is ever 100% healed. We all have a shadow side here and there. Some people are just more in their shadow than others. Now, you guys are learning how to balance your shadow. The shadow still needs to exist because you still need to be able to put people in their place. But the difference is you are more grounded. You're not losing yourself in the process. You're not crying, screaming, fighting, begging, pleading. You don't need anybody. You don't need anybody. You're not begging anybody to stay in your life. You have self-love. And when you have self-love, you'd rather be alone than be disrespected by somebody or be unappreciated by somebody. Okay? Now, I honestly feel like this is about to turn into a love reading. That's the message I just got from Spirit. And so, guys, your person is going through a lot right now. Also, this is my first time recording on my laptop, so I can't tell that if the screen goes dark, if it's still recording or not. That's why I keep checking. But I'm just going to leave it and see what happens. Okay, this is your person. They are going through it right now. It could be mental, it could be physical, mental, tentacle. I don't even know how that just happened, but that was hilarious. I have a feeling they're going through a lot of mental anguish, exhaustion, sleepless nights. They had a massive awakening. They learned a massive lesson recently with somebody. If this hasn't happened yet, it could happen very soon. Or maybe this is you guys. Maybe this is your energy. There's been a massive, massive shift in your life or your person's life. Maybe both. You saw someone's true colors. Someone's mask fell off in front of you. This is someone that was very close to you. This could be a family member. It could be a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Could be a friend. And this is someone that was an empathic narcissist. Confirmation. They are the type of person that I was just describing here. The girl at the nail salon. And they finally see the truth. You might have been trying to warn them about this truth. But they just didn't see this person's mask fall off yet. It wasn't their time to see it. But now they saw it, and now they are going through it. So you guys need to feel for them. You cannot judge them. You need to feel for them. Because you guys went through this too. You just went through it sooner than them. Okay? Send them some love energetically. Tell them you love them. If you're able to communicate with them energetically, tell them you love them. Or if you're not able to do that, try to send them love. Do a prayer for them. Think about them during meditation. Don't overwhelm them with thoughts. Just be there for them. Or if you're speaking with them, be present. Listen to them. Let them speak. Do not say, I told you so. This person had to learn this lesson. It was in their soul contract. If they haven't learned it already, they're going to. Okay? Now, this person is thinking of coming towards you with fiery, courageous passion. And when they come towards you, they're going to be in their true role. They're going to be in their leadership role, just like you. That's why you guys attracted each other. You're both leaders. You're both passionate. You both came here on earth for a huge purpose. You came here to lead and change the world. You came here to change people's minds, to change people's beliefs, to uplift people, to change the system, to help people that are experiencing evil in this life, to help people express their own shadows and heal from their own wounds through your own experiences here. Okay? They're coming towards you very, very soon. They want to love you, but they need to fully learn how to love themselves before they do that. And they're in the process of doing that. They're doing a great job. You need to tell them that they're doing a great job. They need to hear it. Okay? They need your support because they're coming towards you. They need their empress. This person wants to make babies with you. They want to make love to you. That's all they're thinking of. It's helping them. Thinking of you and thinking of their empress is the only thing pretty much that's helping them through this very difficult time right now. Okay? They are coming out. They used to be a wounded warrior. Now they are a fucking warrior. They're stepping into their role. They're breaking off the chains. They're coming towards you. They're becoming stronger. They're healing. Okay? They're becoming inspired. I got the 4 cups reversed here. They're becoming inspired. They're moving from a place of boredom, lack, disinterest, unsure of what their path is. They're stepping into their purpose, and you guys are helping them with that, with your own encouragement. And the more you encourage them, the faster they're going to come back into your life. Whether you're speaking or not, you can still send them love and light and energy. Okay? Temperance here. Temperance. This person, your person, is learning right now how to create balance, how to join you. And they know that they need to create this balance in their life. They need to make sure that their cup is full before they come into your life. They don't want to hurt you. They don't want to be like somebody in your past that's hurt you. They've been hurt too. That's why this is your person. You guys have been through very similar circumstances in life. Very similar struggles, very similar pain, similar abuse. You guys have been through, you and your person have been through some of the most extreme and horrendous abuse. It's unfathomable. Is that even a word? Is it unfathomable or is it unfathomable? I'm not sure, but you know what I'm talking about. And I'm getting flustered because that's how mad I am. Because you guys have been through so much fucking torture in your childhood. Ever since you came out of the fucking womb, people were out to get you. These people, these fake empaths that tried to make you feel bad for them. They were attacking you your entire life, spiritually, mentally. They were brainwashing you. I'm getting flushed because I'm so angry because that's my confirmation that this has happened to you guys. Without going into detail, you guys were used, abused, tortured, physically beaten. I could go into more detail, but we're not going to get that dark. No, yeah, you guys have been through the worst of the worst. And I'm here to give you the confirmation that this is true. This did happen to you. You might not remember it because you're not made to remember it. You were made to block it out. You probably remember certain things, but you're probably remembering even more in your dreams right now of things that these people probably did to you in past lives. It is that deep. It is that deep. That's why I need you guys. I speak so fast. I need you guys to start writing down your dreams. And if you're not having dreams right now, you need to make sure, and you don't have to listen to me. This is just to help you. You need to make sure that you're not on any substances so that you're having dreams. Even weed, I know. Weed is the hardest one to quit, I know. Believe me, I'm right there with you. But you should be having dreams. And if you're smoking weed, you're not having dreams. And your dreams are what help you develop your gifts to be even stronger. Because it connects you to your past lives, and everything makes so much more sense when you're dreaming. Okay? You're going to find out. It might not make sense right now, but once you start writing them down, it's all going to come to you. I promise you, okay? So this person is spending all their time and energy getting themselves together right now. They're getting themselves together for them and for you. Because they know that they cannot come towards you while they're still going through hell right now, okay? But this is your person. They love you. If you're not communicating with them already, I want you to try to reach out to them. Try to do it telepathically. If you can't, that's okay. Start by trying to send them some love. I'm sure this is your twin flame. If not, your soulmate. If this reaches you. Your person, if you send them a message, they're going to get it. It's all about the intention and the action. Give it a try. I encourage it. It takes time. But if it is your twin flame, which I guarantee it is, most twin flames can telepathically communicate. Okay? So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Remember, be patient with this person. Be patient with this person. Give them all the time that they need. They are experiencing emotions right now that they've never felt in their entire life. You need to let them express them. Let them be alone right now. They need to. All right? I hope you guys enjoy your evening. I love you guys very much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!